Alright, y'all, for the last few days I haven't really been I haven't put out a video because I was waiting to see if some other teams were going to make some big trades and big moves during free agency. Nothing really big has happened since the last video I made. It really hasn't been a great free agency class. I think most of us knew that going into it. All the big stuff was kind of done already. But a few small things happened. Some people got some contracts that shouldn't have got some contracts. Some big moves happened that I didn't talk about last time. Well, some things that I think will be big, like the Denver Nuggets got worse. But we'll talk about all that in this video. So we're going to go from most recent to like the least most recent, the things that I didn't really talk about too much. The Warriors, you finally did something besides losing your players for absolutely nothing. Like, what are y'all doing? Mike Dunleavy, my brother. Steph Curry is my second favorite player of all time behind Kobe Bryant. And I believe he is a top 5 player of all time, top 6, something around there, right? He's 35 years old, turning 36. He is still playing at an all-NBA level. And you say, you know what, not only are we going to trade Jordan Poole for CP3 and then waive CP3 after 1 year, so basically we lost Jordan Poole for absolutely nothing. And not only are we going to lose Klay Thompson for, once again, absolutely nothing, but then we're just not going to do anything else. We're not going to go get another star. We're not going to accept the Zach LaVine trade, which apparently was literally like Wiggins and CP3. It was the package deal for Zach LaVine with like probably a pick or two. You decline that, and now you have absolutely nothing. Congratulations. But at least you got Buddy Hield. You got you sent a second-round pick to the 76ers to complete a sign-and trade for Buddy Hield, who I think was going to get like 21 or 22 million, something like that, from the Warriors. His stock dropped a lot during the playoffs, but then he did pick it up towards the end of that series versus New York for Philly, but his stock had dropped a lot. But he's a good replacement for Klay Thompson. He adds some more three-point shooting to a team that desperately needs it because Draymond ain't going to give you that. Podziemski, you hope his three-point is going to improve, but still he's not going to give you like the volume that Klay Thompson would. And we know for doggone sure Wiggins ain't going to give you that. Kuminga probably ain't going to give you that. TJD isn't going to give you that. So you don't have a whole bunch of three-point shooting, which is weird when you're talking about the Warriors. So it's good that you replaced Klay Thompson with Buddy Hield. I still want to see you guys get a star. If I'm the Warriors, I don't care about the future. We have a guy on our team that made us a dynasty. We have a guy on our team that made us relevant. We have a guy on our team that got us 4 rings, 2 of them but completely by himself for the most part. 2 of them without another, you know what I'm saying, superstar on his team. Especially 2022, he really didn't have nobody for real. Like, luckily, Wiggins was playing better for that 1 year. But anyways, so you have that guy on your team who's 35, and I'm thinking, hey, the West is tough. Let's try to go make our team better so we can try to get this guy another ring before he retires. Try to get him past LeBron. Try to get him tied with Kobe. What do? They say, nah, we cool. We're just going to let our guys go for free, and we're going to pick up Kyle Anderson and give a second-rounder to the Wolves for Kyle Anderson. And we're going to give a second-rounder to the 76ers for Buddy Hield. Oh, that's cute. These are some good complementary pieces for a team, but this is the type of stuff you would see a team that's already a contender doing. If the Warriors already had all the pieces they need and then they added these 2 guys as complementary pieces, I would love it. But these being your only offseason moves, you sign them to a 3-year, $27 million deal. That's it. You better go get Lauri Markkanen or something, and even Lauri Markkanen to me ain't enough. You need to go get Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen if you can. You need something. You need to get something because what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, please, what are you doing? Like, please. Like, Steph Curry, if I'm him, I'm thinking about requesting a trade, to be real with you, because what are we doing, guys? And I definitely don't think Steph wants to do that at all, but, like, what are we doing, guys? Anyways, Obi Toppin, 4-year, $60 million contract to stay in Indiana. That's a good signing for Indiana. Obi Toppin adds a lot to them. Indiana still has pieces they need, but they're a good young team. Obi Toppin, it's good value. Anyways, Chicago, Patrick Williams, 5-year, $90 million deal. I personally think it's a pretty good deal. I think it might be a little bit of an overpay because I'm not super high on Patrick Williams, but it's less than what you could have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the Hornets had offered him something crazy and you had to match it, that would have been crazy. That wouldn't have been too good for the Bulls, so that didn't really happen. This is a better deal than I thought you might have had to match. Patrick Williams, a good defender, a guy that hasn't lived up to that 4th overall pick potential that you picked him at, but hey, he's not a bum. He is not a bum either. And Chicago, you've had a pretty decent offseason. Why are Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan still on the team, especially DeRozan, who has literally said that he does not want to be there with Josh Giddey there? I couldn't tell you. Why is Vucevic there? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have a market. I couldn't tell you. But anyways, hey, he's gone. All right. Golden State for the Klay Thompson deal. It came out that y'all got 2 second-round picks, and then Charlotte got Josh Green. That's good that Dallas was able to get off of that Josh Green contract. Golden State, you got 2 second-round picks, which is cool, and you just have to give up 2 second-round picks for Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson. So those just went, you know what I'm saying? Cool. You stayed the same with picks. Like, anyways, Gary Harris, and a little bit of a surprising deal to me because I did not expect Gary Harris to return to the Magic, especially after they got KCP, which we'll talk about in a second. Gary Harris, 2-year, $14 million deal with the Orlando Magic. That's good value for him. They continue to keep a good defensive guard rotation with Jalen Suggs, KCP. You got Gary Harris in there who offers a little bit more I don't really know. It's just like a good bench player if you're the Magic with Gary Harris and everything. That's good if you're the Magic. You're a team that got a little bit better during free agency. I think you still need a star. You still need some more 3-point shooting. But KCP helps you with the 3-point shooting. He helps you make that defense even better than it already was. I think you still need another star. But what do I know? So this was the reported package that the Warriors declined. It was literally the Bulls offered this, by the way. Zach LaVine to the Warriors for a package that included Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul. It doesn't say anything about the picks. The Warriors declined and released Chris Paul instead to now go team up with Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, okay. Cade Cunningham, 5-year, $226 million max rookie extension. I'm a Cade Cunningham fan, and I like that they re-signed him. But boy, can y'all build? If you're gonna do all this to go all in on Cade Cunningham, do you want to maybe help him out by building a good team? You don't want to do that at all. Like you don't want to think, hey, maybe we should help Cade Cunningham out by building him a team of some guys that can shoot besides Tobias Harris, and building him a team with all these picks that we have that are good top 5 picks. Maybe we should help him out by getting some good players. No, let's get a bunch of guys that can't shoot. Let's break the streak of the most losses in a row. Let's have 2 coaches on the payroll. Let's fire Monty Williams. Let's fire Dwayne Casey. Okay. Anyways, Nikola Jokic apparently went to the front office and requested Russell Westbrook. I mean, he ain't KCP. Like, this is a good player for y'all if you want him to come off the bench, depending on what type of role you want him to play. Maybe start, I don't know. But, he ain't KCP. I think the Nuggets got far worse this offseason. I think the Nuggets are some of the biggest losers this offseason. Like, the Nuggets, the Bucks, the Warriors are some of the biggest losers this offseason, if you ask me, because you didn't do anything. Like, no, it's not that you didn't do anything. It's that you lost more than you gained. Especially if you're the Nuggets, even if you do get Russell Westbrook, you still lost more than you gained. And I haven't heard any update on this. I don't know if I haven't heard anything about this, so I don't know what the package would be. But the Nuggets got worse and the West got better, especially OKC and Minnesota. OKC, Minnesota, and Dallas all got better, and the Nuggets got worse. The Lakers even got a little better. Now, that's not much. They didn't get much better, but I think Dalton Connect was a good pickup for them. I think they got a little better. Do I think they should go for DeMar DeRozan? I mean, you got to do something, but I don't think he's a good fit. But, you got to do something. Anyways, good luck to the Nuggets, man. That championship, at least you got one of them things, buddy. Kevin Porter Jr. got a 2-year deal with the Clippers. I have nothing to say about this. The fact that Jonte Porter is about to be in federal prison or is getting federal charges or something like that, and this man is back in the league, I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I'm not going to go too deeply onto that. Let's just say the NBA is a very interesting place because Miles Bridges and Kevin Porter Jr. being back into the league with Jonte Porter not. Oh, okay. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 3 years, $66 million deal with the Orlando Magic. Guess what? They didn't have to give up anything to get KCP. He was a free agent. He just signed a deal. The Nuggets lost KCP for nothing. So you lost Bruce Brown after the championship, which most people thought was a big loss, including me, and then you lose KCP the next year. Yeah, good luck. Hey, good luck. Derrick Jones Jr., this is a big loss for the Mavericks, but a big gain for the Clippers, who I think are going to be bums next year. They're not a championship team anymore. They might make the playoffs. They'll probably make the playoffs or the play-in if Kawhi plays as many games this season as he did last season. But we know they ain't going to do nothing in the playoffs. So they couldn't do it with Paul George. They ain't about to do it with Derrick Jones Jr., okay? He 3-year, $30 million deal with the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm glad you got a 3-year deal. I'm glad you got a decent bag. You don't add any shooting to the team, but you add some defense and athleticism. So, hey, congrats to the Clippers, I guess. Y'all are still going to suck next year. DeAnthony Melton, 1-year, $12.8 million deal with the Warriors. That's good. You add some perimeter defense for the Warriors. That's really great. Not a great shooter, not great on offense, but some good defense. You need some defense. I think you have Moses Moody and him coming off the bench or something like that. That's really good. That's a defensive backcourt. That's really, really good. I like that. But you also have Podziemski, so I don't know. It'll be an interesting rotation. I personally think Moses Moody should have got more minutes last year, and I definitely think he should get more minutes this year. But hey, we don't know what Steve Kerr's going to do. Okay. Oh yeah, and the Pistons' new head coach, JB Bickerstaff. So they just love hiring coaches that get fired. The year after Dwayne Casey gets fired, who do they hire? Dwayne Casey. The year after Monty Williams gets fired, who do they hire? Monty Williams. The literal year after JB Bickerstaff gets fired, oh, who do they hire? Oh, JB Bickerstaff. Oh, okay, Pistons. 5-year deal to become the new head coach. I don't know how much money it is, but it's a 5-year deal. Oh, okay. That's really all that's happened free agency-wise since the last video. I want to see if the Warriors are going to do something else. I want to see if the Bucks might want to try to compete in the East. You know what I'm saying? Might try to do something, but I don't really know what all they can do. I want to see if Denver wants to maybe try to get a little better, not as bad as they look right now. I want to see what happens with DeMar DeRozan, what team he goes to, because he does not want to be there, very obviously. He has literally said it. So let's see what happens with him. Is there anything else that I really care about? I want to see what happens with Zach LaVine as well. I'm assuming Vucevic doesn't have a crazy market, which, I mean, somebody could probably use him, but he doesn't have a great market. Biggest winners. OKC, I think, was a big winner this offseason. Philly, obviously, New York. I think those are probably the three off the top of my head that are big winners this offseason. I think Orlando got better. I think Dallas got better. But then the biggest losers off the top of my head, I'm thinking Clippers, Warriors, Bucks, Nuggets. Those are the teams that are coming off the top of my head. Low-key, the Lakers, because they were in the market for like some, I don't know. It's just like their draft went well, but the free agency hasn't gone well. They haven't done anything in free agency, so I don't know. But yeah, it's been an interesting free agency. We'll see a lot of new teams. A lot of teams are going to look very different next year. It's going to be really weird to see Klay on the Mavs. It's going to be really weird to see Steph for the second year in a row without any type of help. But love y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. If there's anything else that happens, like any big trades, any big deals, anything else that happens, I'll make a video about it. Hey, more videos for me to help grow the channel. It's fine with me. But I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think about all these deals. Let me know if y'all think I missed something or overlooked something. But yeah, love y'all.